We're not looking for individual tracks by Garfunkel or Simon, just Simon and Garfunkel songs in the top 40. Very best of luck.
Very best of luck. Paul and Yvonne, you go first this time.
Okie dokie.
We have an answer.
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound. Okay. Elizabeth and Christina, Homeward Bound has gone. You can now do your discussion out loud.
Well, I'm probably one of the world's greatest Simon and Garfunkel fans.
Oh, no!
That doesn't necessarily make it easy, because I know all their songs, but I don't necessarily know whether they were singing.
You see, you're in the same predicament as you were at the end of the American literature round, aren't you?
So, Bridge Over Troubled Water and The Boxer. El Condor Pasa, which is is another song from that album, which I think, because it's a bit of a tricky name, people might not remember.
Is that a single? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Cecilia.
Yeah.
OK, let's have an answer from you.
Do you want?
Should I go for El Condor?
Yeah,
I think I'm going to go for El Condor Pasa.
El Condor Pasa. Homeward Bound. That's what Paul and Yvonne are saying. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Homeward Bound. It's right! Oh, 16. 16. El Condor Pasa, Elizabeth and Christina have submitted. Christina, admittedly, a lifelong fan of Simon and Garfunkel, possibly their biggest.
Yes, possibly.
El Condor Pasa. If you win this point, you are straight through to the final, and you will be playing for that £10,750 jackpot. Good luck. El Condor Pasa, is it right? If it is, how many people said it? Oh dear. An incorrect answer, I'm afraid, which means after 2 questions, it is 1 apiece. Richard.
Yeah, not a single in the UK, I'm afraid. That's very tough luck. Let's take a look at all the answers. There's one that you said as well here that would have won you the point. But let's take a look at all of them. There's Silent Night, 7 o'clock news, which was that was a pointless answer. Very well done if you said that. That was a double A side with Hazy Shade of Winter, which would have scored you 2. America with 3. I Am a Rock, 7. Now you said The Boxer, and The Boxer would have seen you through to the final. 14 points. Homeward Bound, 16. Mrs. Robinson, 25, and their only UK #1, Bridge Over Troubled Water, would have scored you 62 points.
Yeah, there aren't actually that many singles, are there? And there's obviously all the album tracks, which I know really well, off by heart.
Well, that was very exciting. It's left us 1-1. So whoever wins this next question is through to the final, and we'll be playing for that jackpot. Here is your third question. Good luck to both of you. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Democratic US presidents as they could.
Yeah, we're looking for any Democratic president of the USA from 1945 through to the beginning of 2011. So essentially any Democratic president since Roosevelt. There are 6 names on the list.
OK, Elizabeth and Christina, you go first this time.
I think we're going to go with Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson. OK, Lyndon B. Johnson, you are saying. Paul and Yvonne.
So, Harry S. Truman, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama.
I reckon Harry S. Truman then.
So we're going to say Harry S. Truman.
Harry S. Truman. OK, so we have Lyndon B. Johnson. We have Harry S. Truman. Whoever wins this point, and I think it's going to be close fought, is through to the final, and we'll be playing for that massive jackpot of £10,750. OK, Elizabeth and Christina said Lyndon B. Johnson. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Lyndon B. Johnson. Seven. Paul, what are you thinking? 7.
I'm thinking that's a good score. A good low score.
Good low score. Harry S. Truman is what you are saying. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Good luck. Wow, Harry S. Truman scores only 4 points. So, after 3 questions, Paul and Yvonne are through to the final 2-1. Richard?
Yeah, well played, Paul and Yvonne. In fact, well played both pairs. They were the best 2 answers on the board, the best answers you could have gone for. We've heard all 6. Let's take a look at how all 6 scored. Harry S. Truman there with 4, Lyndon B. Johnson with 7, and Jimmy Carter 25, John F. Kennedy 33, Barack Obama 43, and Bill Clinton right at the top there on 50. Very good head-to-head. Well played, everybody.
So the losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid, Elizabeth and Christina, by a whisker, it's you. What an amazing head-to-head that was. There was a time there we thought you were going to waltz off with that, Christina.
Yes, yeah. It's,
Simon and Garfunkel looked very much like that was playing into your hands.
I think you can sometimes know too much.
You knew too much?
Know too much detail.
You knew too much,
blinded
exactly.
by
I mean,
it.
a really brilliantly well-fought head-to-head round. Absolutely fantastic. Very sorry we have to be saying goodbye to you, but you have been great contestants. Thank you so much for playing. Brilliant. But for Paul and Yvonne, it's now time for our pointless final and the chance to win our jackpot of £10,750. Well, congratulations, Paul and Yvonne. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at a dizzying £10,750. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people could think of. Now, we haven't had any pointless answers on the show today. You just have to find one now, and you will go home with that money. First, though, you've got to choose a category. And you can choose from these 3 options. They are American sport, UK politics, fashion.
Fashion, as you can tell, I'm an icon. Yvonne, not so good. I'll rerun that. As you can tell, Yvonne's an icon, I'm not so good. I think we meet in the middle on UK politics, don't we?
Yes. UK politics.
UK politics. OK, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many members of Margaret Thatcher's cabinet as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any MP or peer who had a seat on any of the cabinets under Margaret Thatcher's premiership.
OK. You now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £10,750 is for just one of those answers to be pointless.
Yep.
Your 60 seconds start now.
OK.
There's Norman St John Stevens springs to mind. The
If
Lords
we-
would be more. Go on.
Was Francis Maud?
I
No,
don't
I'm
think
way
so.
out.
He may have been a junior minister.
Oh, right, OK.
Who used to be our MP in Bristol North?
William Waldegrave.
William Waldegrave. He was a junior minister.
Yeah.
He was a Foreign Office minister.
Yeah.
Under William Hague.
Uh-huh.
No, not under William Hague.
Under Margaret Thatcher.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
But was he... He could have been in John Major's government, you say.
OK, so she was... What was her term?
Her term of office.
Yeah.
That's not going to help, I don't think. 1979 to 1990.
Right. OK, we've got 2 possible names there. Anything else?
We need something vague.
Yeah.
I think that's the point of the game, isn't it?
Yes.
We don't want to get too many
No.
points here. Come on, let's keep going. Keep rolling.
Tebbit obviously is too
Two
obvious.
5 seconds.
Too obvious.
Yeah. Okay, I think
there
we're
you
going to
go.
end up with Norman.
OK, your time is up. We were looking for members of Margaret Thatcher's cabinets. I now need your 3 answers.
Norman St John Stevens.
Norman St John Stevens.
We'll keep Willie Walgrave in the bag. He's our ace in the hole. Lord Young.
Lord Young.
Yeah.
So, Lord Young, William Walgrave,
Yeah.
and Norman St John Stevens.
Yes.
Of those 3, who do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Do you think Willie Waldegrave...
Willie Walgrave, I think, would go number 3.
OK, Walgrave will
Top of the
put
line.
last.
Yeah.
Who shall we put first? Who's your least likely?
Lord Young, because
Lord
I don't
Young.
think he was. In reflection.
OK, let's put those up on the board in the order you have ordained. Here they are. Lord Young, Norman St John Stevens, and William Walgrave. There they are. We were looking for members of Mrs. Thatcher's cabinets. These are your 3 answers. This was your least confident answer. You only need one of these to be pointless. to win that jackpot of £10,750. Your first answer is Lord Young. Let's see if this is right. Let's see if Lord Young was indeed a member of a Mrs. Thatcher cabinet. And if he was, let's see how many people said him. This has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. £10,750. Good luck. It's right. There he is. He has to go all the way down to 0 if you're going to win that jackpot of £10,750. Still going down. Oh! Oh, dear. Right. Well, that was close.
That was very close, yes.
Unfortunately, it's not a pointless answer, though. You now have only 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. We are looking for members of Mrs. Thatcher's cabinets. Your next answer, Norman St John Stevens, which you came up with very quickly. How confident are you about that?
Not that I think people would remember.
It's such a funny name.
It is, yeah.
What would you do with £10,750?
Well, we've planned a trip to Eastern Europe, so we would blow a fair bit on that. But I think we want to go to Madagascar, ideally, don't we?
And Antarctica. And/or.
Antarctica. Very good. We're 2 questions away. Is Norman St John Stevens correct? And if it is, how many people said it? Norman St John Stevens. Wow, well, it's right. Lord Young went all the way down to 1. Norman St John Stevens, you had a bit more faith in. Let's see how far he's going to take you. Down he goes, single figures. Still going down. Oh! That's 2 very, very close calls.
Yes.
You have been a hair's breadth away from £10,750 twice now. But this was your most confident answer. Your ace in the hole.
Well,
Not so sure.
Your politician.
yeah.
Your own MP. This was your most confident answer. William Wargrave. This has to go all the way down to 0 if you're going to win that jackpot of £10,750. Takes me nearly 5 seconds to say that massive amount. William Wargrave, is it right? If it is, how many people said it? It's right. It's right. We've been down to 1 with Lord Young. We've been down to 1 with Norman St John Stevens. This has to go all the way down to 0 for William Wargrave. Is it going to win you the jackpot? Yes, it is!
That's superb.
Very well done.
Oh, God.
Very good, thank you. Very well done. Wow. Wow, congratulations. Core blimey, you managed to find that all-important pointless answer, which means you go home with our jackpot of £10,750. There we are. Richard, what about that?
Yeah, and by the skin of your teeth as well. William Wargrave was Secretary of Health literally in the dying days of Thatcher's reign. I mean, literally days as well. And
It must have been
those days have won you £10,750, which is very good for your health. Let's take a look at some more pointless answers, because I know lots of people at home will have got a pointless answer on this one. Let's take a look. John Selwyn Gummer, a pointless answer, as well as Lord Carrington and Lord Hailsham, 3 fairly big hitters there. Lord Havers, Nigel Havers' father, Michael Jopling, Nicholas Ridley. No one can remember any of these. Paul Channon, Tom King, and there's William Wargrave, and somebody remembered him.
Very, very good. Well, thanks again to our winning players, Paul and Yvonne, who go away with the jackpot of £10,750. Very well done. Brilliant. Join us next time and we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.